Have got versatility. I mean, if Archer wasn't working in the ruck, they've got Orr, the Bloods, Eels, Sunbury aren't bereft of tall options either to go through the ruck. So, and Megan, Bramble, they're and Con, they've been Sunbury's best players. They're 1, 2, 3 in the best most weeks. But Melton, on the other hand, you speak well of Maximo up forward for Sunbury. Kite is the Bloods' X factor up forward. If he gets off the leash, he can quite easily kick a bag.
28 goals in season 2019 to date. 8 in the goal kicking between Lockett medals to finish the year. Once again, just another fine year for my boy Braden Kite.
And I did mention to him after the game that we did at City Oval last week. It was good to see him getting back into some touch and form, and he said, yeah. And he said, I'll be back in the bus as long as Sammy's there.
That's it. We're ready to go here on BFL Game of the Round for the opening term here at Darley Park. Elimination final. We're off and running. Eels down. Megan to extract. Left foot kick out towards the outer side. Berry needs a kind bounce. Doesn't quite get one. Still able to try to get away from Walker. Edwards adds some support. Great tackle applied there by Hickey on the outer side. Ball spills free. Melton working towards the half-forward region. A nice mark taken.
Mark Walker.
It's Carter.
Sorry.
Coming out to meet it. In between centre wing and the half-forward region. Carter looks inside 50. Oars the deepest forward and gets those mitts up early. Takes a nice grab. Just inside the paint. Or probably with the breeze kicking against it. Too far at the score in the opening minute. So just pops it up to the goal square.
Wind holds it up.
Big fist there from Featon, clearing a few bit of distance for the Lions. Megan gets down low, tries to scoop out a hand pass, doesn't find a target. Then with the right foot snap across the bodies near side, minus score. Bloods on the board early with a behind in the opening minutes here on BFL Game of the Round.
Yeah, started well, the Bloods. Good to see Bramble and Megan combining early out of the middle for Sunbury. So we've got a game on here at Darley Park. Exit kick was good out of defence. Sunbury combine again. They get the ball to Bramble on half-back, lower side of the ground. Or outer side, if you're not familiar with the terminology. Right foot kick to half forward's good. Big fella Eels comes out, takes a mark, plays on. Hand pass finds Berry. Tried to shrug the would-be tackler, couldn't do so. Ball spills free, but the umpire's pinged him. And Walker will take the free kick. Donning the long sleeve today. Right foot kick goes to the outer side, centre wing. Big fella there in Archer's got time to measure the kick forward. Coming out, Kite takes a mark. The player we were talking about in the pre-game. Just got a little bit of separation there on Werner. He did most right, but Kite too strong overhead.
Well, that's the thing with Braden Kite. You know, for a man his size, just so good overhead. And landed a bit lame down that sore ankle that he's been carrying the last couple of weeks. Went inboard towards Denham. Did get ball just in time. Ball dribbles inside 50. Hay tries to clear. Campbell comes through. Davis wheeling towards that dangerous left side. Hickey failed to get boot to ball. Mucked it up for the Bloods going forward. And now they can come out through Megan through the Sunbury lines toward the broadcast side. Goodson out to meet it. Short ball towards centre wings. Good. Should be marked by Duo and is. The captain has it on the centre wing on the broadcast side.
Important touch for the Lions captain early. Member side centre wing, Dealhow. Wilson goes on the left boot. Awkward looking kick, gains about 40 metres free side. There's Megan. Forward of the footy now. As soon as he grabbed it, he was tackled, pinged again by the umpire. Well, not by the umpire. And he's given a deserved free kick over there towards Lachlan Walker. Went to switch the play. Ended up with ball in hand, did Brockwell. Measuring the options, concedes some ground with a hand pass. The big fella Orchard runs across the goal square, switches play to the outer side of the ground. Deep in defence, the Bloods with ball in hand. Just inside the boundary line, Valles stands the mark for Sunbury. As the kick gets towards half-back, mark's been taken there by Hibbert. Keeps the ball following this. Plenty of pace about these opening minutes here at Darley Park. Crofts combined with handball. Back to Hibbert, who kept running. Combines in the chain. Now he can measure the kick with the right foot towards the attacking 50. Ball thumped away by feet, and that was good. Kite applies the tackle on Kempster, and the umpire says, holding the ball.
You've got to be joking.
Gee, quick whistle.
Kite will take the free kick for the Bloods.
Is there something in the rule book that says prior opportunity?
Well, low cheer for Dylan Kempster there. Opportunity for Kite to send his Bloods teammates into attack in between centre wing and the half-forward region. The skipper sends it with a long ball in the Orr direction. Big fist from the side from Sheen with the umpire paid the mark. No, he doesn't set off hands. Orr tries to flick it out towards Davis. Wheeling to his left side. Caught immediately. Taken away by Bramble. Did so well. Broke the tackle. Now Lockie Bramble's away. High kick towards centre wing on the other side. Archer getting back. Unable to intercept the mark. Crofts coughed it up. Now Edwards got plenty of speed. Dribbling ball towards the vacant half-forward region. Here comes Maximoy. picks up in one motion, spins out the tackle. Look at Jarago. High ball inside 50. Werner's got the sit at the back. Works his way to the front. Good spoil by Hickey. Stuck to his tags. Ball to the deck. Werner can't get away. Diving in was Megan. Blood's trying to survive. Dragged in by Werner. Umpire circles and says you did drag it in. Holding the ball. Free kick. Hot in the whistles early. The umpires, but consistent. Free kick in the fence going the way of the Bloods.
Fanatic football in the opening minutes. First goal all important for momentum. It's the Bloods with ball in hand on half back. Umpires have been hot with the whistle early on the holding the ball. Let's hope they can maintain that consistency. Right foot kick goes to the members' side. Members' wing. Come ball spills free off hands over the line for a boundary throw in. Have you seen the opening 4.5 minutes, Barry?
Don't ask me.
Well,
atrociously umpired, I thought, but as you said correctly, the frenetic pace from both sides, and they're playing the game the way it should be played, because there's not going to be any next weeks for one of these sides.
Yes. Denham's touch out of the clearance there, found touch over the line for a boundary throw-in, just adjacent to the Sunbury coaches box here this afternoon. 5 minutes gone opening term. Melton one behind, kicking against the breeze in the opening term. Sunbury yet to score.
Ball back in the field of play now. Eels takes front position and wins it down. Denham trying to extract. Goes over to shovel one towards Archard. Bangs it inside 50 with a high ball. Dribbles out of play, and the Bloods will get a stoppage inside 50.
Been good early, Archard, but kick behind the play. He's already had 4 or 5 touches.
Yeah, traditional style ruckman is Benny Archard. A bit of a throwback there, just the old, kicking half behind the play and intercepting everything in the opening stages here. Ball in about 30 from goal, 1 point the margin here, the favour of the Bloods, looking to extend. Over the shoulder went all Griffiths, unable to gather. Diving in there was McMahon. Over the top of the footy, trying to clear there was Sheehan. In comes Wood. McMahon down off the back of this pack here too, holding himself, a bit sore. They caught one to the noggin. Should be okay. We'll get a ball up, 45 from goal.
Melton wanting to make it most of this against the breeze forward 50 entry. All won that tap. Bit of a stacks on the mill. Berry Inn's giving away a free kick here. Berry is going to go to Walker. And Riley Walker I speak of. 4 Walkers represented today for the Bloods. But he's the easy one to pick out with the long sleeves today. He'll go back and have an opportunity to kick the first goal of the afternoon. Of course, Sunbury winning the toss and kicking with the breeze to the Grey Street or Town End in this opening term.
And the young Melton player that went down with a heavy knock to the head is going in off the ground for a bit of a rest.
Walker's shot on goal. I speak of Riley, directly in front, 35 metres out from goal. You only need to listen to the supporters around the ground. He's put it through. Bloods have kicked the opener through Walker. They're 1-7. They lead Sunbury yet to score.
And I'll tell you, last time we saw these two sides, Barry Aggie, if you can recall your memory back to about 4 weeks ago when they met
at Mackey Park,
where the Lions kicked with the wind in the opening term, as they are here at Derby Park this afternoon. But the Bloods did all the attacking, hit the scoreboard that day.
Well, I would suggest that at this stage in this first quarter, Melton have had attacking about 80% of the play.
I would agree with you, Barry. We're back underway in the centre of Darley Park. 1-7 leads nothing here. The Bloods underway and going forward once again in the hands there of Griffiths towards centre half forward, or puts the big mitts up and will pluck this one down. Still keeps the ball in front of himself, the big fella. Threw it away though. Should be an opportunity made for the Lions. Umpire put the whistle away on this occasion. Coming to Sheehan. Now Con. Handball was smothered there by Kite. Back inside to Orr. Snaps it around and body to the full forward position. And Braden Kite got a little bit of separation, attacked it at full velocity, and marks 35 out directly in front. Already a match-up nightmare for Corey Mabello in defence.
Yeah, looking dangerous, the Bloods. The Lions with just the 1 forward 50 entry. I know Maximau got onto the end of that, and he started well with an excellent touch below the knees, but it's been all Melton for the better part of the opening 8 minutes here at Darley Park.
Kite comes in with the kick, starts it right, has to work away way back from there and is unable to do so. 1-8, the Bloods lead, and looks like Con, who's struggled to find the foot in the early stage here, in the opening 9 minutes, will do the kicking in duties.
He'll decide to come members side, Con. Normally a good use of the football though. Kicks to a 2-on-1 here. Numbers will prevail. Spilling the mark there was Archard. Fell into the hands there of the youngster there in Stead. Kicked the ball further afield, found Goodson. Gave the ball over towards Bramble. Got the ball towards members side half forward. Right foot kick inside 50. Beautifully sharked there by the big fella there, Brennan. Here's an opportunity. Kick across the body. Looks good. Might have been Guthrie, was it?
Yeah, it was Benny Guthrie.
Guthrie's put it through for his first touch of the afternoon. Sunbury's first goal. They're on the board. And a much needed one, to say the least, for the Lions, who are kicking with the breeze. 9 minutes gone opening term. It's Melton, 1 goal, 2-8, who leads Sunbury 1 goal straight 6.
Yeah, well shark there by Guthrie there. Stepped inside to his right side and beautiful finish around the body, boys. That's how you do it.
Well, it is, and just got a little bit of an indication there might be a little bit of drizzle around at the moment.
Well, if you're at the same ground as I am, I'd have to get my hand out the window here to...
No, it is, because I can actually see it now. Yep.
So you mentioned in the pre-game of selection, I went with Melton by 8 points. How about you, Sammy?
Yeah, well, I thought the Bloods would be too good here as well at Daly Park. I had them by about 14 points this afternoon. And they lead by 2 points here at the moment.
Well, I've just got my penny and it's pulling down the right way just to make it, not so it's a clean sweep. I'll have to go Sunbury.
Here's Wood off half-back. Missed Steve with the hand pass. Follows up his own handball. Hickey corrals Wood at the back. Got to be clean. Kempstar broke one. Got away from the second just in time towards the boundary line. Wood is taken over. Running out of real estate. We'll get a ball in right in front of the commentary bus here on BFL Game of the Round on 979 FM. Simulcasting at 9.5 Apple FM. 10.5 minutes gone. This is Todd Whelan.
52.5 metres out from the Bloods goal, who kick against the breeze in this opening term. They lead by 2 points. Slight drizzle to speak of, as Barry did mention. His eyes aren't playing up. Opportunity over the back there for Stevens for his first touch. Went forward to the other recruit there in Campbell. Campbell outside 50. Could have copped one high. The umpire said no. Ferocious. Edwards over the football. Got a handball free. Found Valles, who was clean. Got the ball to Con. Off half back. Left foot kick to an open centre wing. Found Bramble, who gathered on the bounce and then ran away. Took a bounce and then could have taken another one. Right foot kick inside 50. Brennan dropped what he should have taken. Ball fills free. Bramble does the following up work. Ball on the ground, let off here for the Bloods, and they'll get out of trouble with a right foot kick to the outer side centre wing. Sunbury have got Berry there to do the mopping up.
Berry looked over the top with the 1-2, running out. Real Estate's able. No, I thought he was able to keep the ball in front of the scoreboard, but umpire on the spot says we will bring it back for a free kick though. So lucky reprieve for the Lions moving forward. Scoreboard reads 1 goal 2-8. Melton leading the Lions 1 goal straight 6. Berry sends a high footy inside 50, looking for a fire, but the only one that really wanted it and attacking was the big man Benny Archer in defence. Clunking this one for only about the second or third time. Already cutting off plenty of attacks sent forward by the Lions.
Well, he's hurt himself
I
too.
think he's a bit winded from that fall.
But says he can take his kick.
Yep, he's clearly the leading possession winner on the ground at the moment, the big fella, as he decides to go outside centre wing. Defensive side of the ground, kicking against the breeze. We're looking for Orr. Ball spilled free, chance here for Megan, who's had a couple of important touches early for Sunbury. He's kept them in it early. They trail by 2 points, the Lions.
Paid a free kick.
Yeah, off of a stray boot there. It's giving the ball the way of the Bloods. And now they can work it from in between half-back and centre wing on the outside. This is Hickey. Runs his full measure and sends a high ball towards the half-forward region, but it's ill-directed and out in the full return. So opportunity now for Sheehan to bring the ball back in for now the Lions. They trail by 2 points.
Probably got a better view of that than I did, mate. But did the wind catch that a little bit, do you think?
Just a missed kick, I reckon. Went short towards Barry. Thumping ball inside 50. Maximo's got a cut. Would it be out to me? A big spoiler over top by Brock Wells. Sees it out of play. We're going to stoppage about 45 metres or so inside 50 for here at Daly Park. Kicking towards the Grey Street end is the Sunbury Football Club.
Melton 8 leads Sunbury 6. Melton will be happy with this start against the breeze. Near 13 minutes gone in this opening term. Leading possession winners on the ground for the Bloods. Archer and the ruck's been very good. Kite looked lively up forward with a couple of pop behinds. He'll only need to convert to see the Bloods away. Opportunity here for Maximo from the boundary line.
He's done it.
He might have put it through for the goal of the day. I know it's only early, but I'll tell you what, it's taken a good one to beat that. Maximo's on the board. Sunbury have got their second, and they've taken the lead for the first time this afternoon. Sunbury a 2 goal straight 12. They lead Melton 1 goal 2-8. Pretty special finish there, Sammy.
Oh, it most certainly was.
And as I said pre-game, in the preview, that he is the unknown factor with it, and just shows you what he can do when he wants to do it.
Well, they've had two little sliders at the goal face so far, the Lions, and Guthrie's one scraped it in and Maximoy from the boundary. Right, that was special. That takes pure talent, and it gives them the lead when they probably really don't deserve it. Kicking with the breeze here in the opening term. We'll get things back underway in the middle of Darley Park. Reaching on top there was Archer and wing it down. Davis trying to extract, can't do so. Griffiths comes through, couldn't go around the would-be tackler. Umpire says drop the footy, holding the ball. Free kick will go the way of the Lions in the centre of Darley Park.
50? No. Oh,
and it'll go away
just swing him around.
The big fella of Jaden Neals, of course, interleague representative for the Ballarat Football League this year, goes inside 50. Brennan on the charge. Once again spills the chest mark inside 50. Edwards with the crumb. Flicks it over the top in the Steed direction. Can't get away. Crofts cuts things off. Gives off to Walker. Booming kick out the fence towards the broadcast side. Big fist by Jack Walker, but the ball was out on the full. Free kick will go the way of the Lions, right on the 50-metre arc and right in front of the Melton coach's box.
They've had a good last 3 or 4 minutes, the Lions. They've managed to settle. And it's Wood with ball in hand. Probably doesn't realise it, but he should be able to get the journey here with that slight breeze behind him. We saw plenty of carry here yesterday. There goes the kick as he got the journey. He'll get to the teeth of goal. Maximow in front, knocked off hands from the Bloods defenders. Wise move that through for a rush behind. Sunbury's first of the afternoon. They're 2-1-13. Sunbury, they lead Melton 1-2-8. We've been playing 15 minutes opening term.
Hibbert will do the kicking in duties. The ex-Panther gets his first taste of finals footy. At the senior level, looks towards the outer side. High ball, looking for McIntyre. In the end, all came up to meet it, and they'll take the mark. Boards the deck, Walker of the Jack variety trying to extract, can't do so. Game tackle by a couple, and we'll get a stoppage about 60 metres from a goal. Defensive side for Melton, trailing by 5 points here in the early stages of this game. Umpire clears some space, and we go off and running again. Eels wins it down decisively, knocks it towards the half-forward region, picked up by Lockie Walker, gave up to a teammate who had nowhere really to go, ran out some real estate, and we'll get a ball in on the outer side of the ground.
Sunbury 2-1-13, lead Melton, 1-2-8, opening term of this second elimination final here at Darley Park. A double chance awaits the winner, curtains for the loser. There's the throw-in, ball's tapped to ground level, bit of a stacks on the mill, and the umpire will come in and effect a ball up on half-forward. Outer side of the ground for Sunbury, they lead by 5 points.
Virtually opposite from our broadcast position on the other side of the ground, half-forward region for the Lions. Eels trying to win this one over the top, couldn't quite do so. Stolen there by Hickey, high ball towards the half-forward region, off hands. Crump was good by Jack Walker, and he's got plenty of wheels. Drills the ball down the line. Mark taken by Steve, gives it straight back to Walker. Kite on the move, should mark half-forward and does so. Great play by the Bloods, looking inside 50. Braden's looking for Geordie. Kite, and the kick is pinpoint. Bit of brotherly love. Mark's taken about 25 out directly in front. Transition football at its finest. And Melton should take the lead back 25 metres out directly in front. This is Geordie Kite.
Well, that's 3 lead-ups from Braden Kite against Mobilio, and that's got to be cause for concern for the now Hodgson, because you'd anticipate more forward 50 entries for the Bloods with the breeze, so that's more Kite footy.
Kite comes in and steers it home. Melton do take the lead here at Darley Park. Goal through Geordie Kite, 2-2-14 leads the Lions 2-1-13 here in the second elimination final here on BFL going around 979 FM and 9.5 Apple FM.
It showed you the brilliance of Braden Kite, though. He held that ball up and just knew exactly when to get rid of it, and the kick was pin perfect, wasn't it?
Yep.
Centimetre perfect. Is what I meant to say.
Thanks, Dennis.
Yep.
It's a bit like watching the Graham brothers combine there.
Well, it was.
Or the Cracker brothers, whichever way you want to look at it.
Well, I've used brotherly love in terms of the Melton Football Club. You've got about 14,000 to choose from with the Walkers and the Hickeys and the Carters and whatnot. So it's pretty easy to broadcast here on 979, 9.5 Apple FM all afternoon.
So Aaron Timms would be happy with the score at the moment as country footy is at its best here. We just wait for it to be retrieved from over the fence. Coming back into the middle now. Aaron Timms for the Bloods will be happy.
Oh, of course he would. Of course he would. And look, just looking at behind us at the precipitation, it's not heavy, but it's been consistent.
We're back on the way here in the middle of Darley Park. One down by Eels. Coming through there was Denham, went without it. Hold on the ball, and a free kick will go the way of Matt Denham. So he can drive the Bloods into attack again. Good looking ball towards the half-forward region. Carter didn't quite get there on the bounce. Tries to spin out the tackle. Good tackle applied by Barry, and he threw it away. Advantage taken by Con. Gives it off to the captain and duo. Gave it back to Mitch Con. He threw it away out of the fence. Big pressure being applied here by the Bloods. Walker, underground hand pass was clever. Opportunity for Davis at half-forward. It was drilled by Walker coming through though. Got him on the ball. Free kick right away of the Lions, and Barry will be the extractor.
I reckon that's number 10 for holding the ball this afternoon. We've only been playing 18 and a half minutes as Barry's left foot kick goes to the member side centre wing. The kick's okay, found Eels. Played on, waste no time, got it to Duhow. Hey, it'd have to be quick. Campbell was on his hammer. Hayes' kick got to the attacking 50. Got to be a free kick to Melton. And the umpire said play on, ball at ground level. It's a hot footy to speak of. Attacking 50 here for the Lions. They'll be hoping to capitalise with the breeze as McIntyre gathers. And with composure goes lateral by Hander Walker. His right foot kick gets to the outer side centre wing. Clean bowls Carter and his opponent. And it's a hot footy here. Campbell over the ball. Quite happy to dribble it by foot over the line for a boundary throw in. And there'll be a stoppage. The attacking side of centre wing, members side of the ground for the Bloods.
Yeah, good play by Sean Campbell there. Just got that little desperate toe poke in to get a few extra metres and over the boundary line, more importantly. In between centre wing and the half-forward region-ish, which will be approach time on the opening term here at Darley Park. Back underway. Eels, basically off the backhand, found Megan. Quick left foot kick will go towards centre half forward, ear directed. Out to me there was Walker. Gave it off towards McIntyre. Now Denham swings onto the left side to find Hickey. Short ball, missed its target and Archer. Cut off by Eels. He goes over the top. Opportunity here for Mitchell. Looks inside. With the ball and lace out mark taken there by Brennan.
Yeah, David and Goliath colliding then as Mitchell's kick. He was just solidly met by the big fella.
Oh, I thought it was late.
By McIntyre. That was good. Hot finals footy. Good to see it. Let it go. But it was a mark nonetheless. And Brennan will have a shot on goal.
Good to see him finally clunk one.
Yeah, I was going to say third time lucky for maybe Lee Brennan. Coming in, first opportunity at the big sticks this afternoon. Kick is on its way. Pretty good off the boot, just not fading back enough from that right-hand side. And a minor score. Scores level here at Darley Park in the second elimination final. 2-2 apiece. 14 if you can't do the mathematics at home. On BFL going around 979 FM and 9.5 Apple FM. Todd Whelan take it away.
Ball goes to the outer side. Taken there by Davis on the non-preferred. Got it towards Orr on half-back. Outer side of the ground for the Bloods. Right foot kick's okay. Found Hickey on the lead-up. Took a mark. Slows play down. Scores level here. 21 minutes gone opening term here at Darley Park. Sunbury kick with the breeze. Melton defending well. They keep the ball to the outer side. Kick goes along the line. Close up near the boundary line. Ball up or throw in imminent. We'll go with the former as the umpire comes over and says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up just inside the boundary line. Half forward, outer side of the ground for the Bloods.
Yeah, been a great game to call early here, boys. Pretty footy to watch. On the other side of the ground is Todd Whelan, so expertly called there. We're back underway. All won it down. Reaching on the top was Jack Walker to knock it towards the boundary line. And a boundary throw in now. Almost played 22 minutes. Barry Ag.
Just saying that the precipitation has finished and I think the wind's dropped down. Doesn't appear to be too much of it out there at the moment.
Not as blustery as we get back underway. All wins it down. Trying to get out there was Denham. Stolen there by Brambles. Had plenty of it early. Sends a high torpedo punt towards the half-forward region. Off hands. Ball hits the deck. Archer unable to mark. At the back go the Bloods though through McIntyre. Now Stevens. So a bit of foot candy and go back towards centre wing. Short ball should be taken. Over the top goes Lockie Walker looking for Denham. Inside he goes looking for the runner in Crofts. Left someone in his way. High ball towards centre half forward. Mark taken by Campbell. Plays on immediately. Sends a big footy inside 50. 1-on-1 contest. Mobillo though didn't get worried out on this occasion. Points to the youngster. Marks a full back and goes towards the broadcast side.
His right foot kick gets towards half-back. Ball thumped away by Mitchell. Spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. 70 metres around from Melton's goal. Coach Aaron Timms of the Bloods will be happy with this. Scores level here, 14 apiece. 22 and a half minutes gone opening term. Dozen or so players around the football. Eels will do the ruck work with Orr. Give that one to Eels. Then tapped again by Orr. Went looking towards Stevens who couldn't gather. Ball at ground level. Hot footy to speak of. Megan was clean underneath. Gathered hand pass to an open space. There was only Denham there for the Bloods. He conceded some ground with a hand pass to Crofts. It was under pressure there from Berry. Went looking for Griffiths who's had a quiet start. Ball at ground level. Whistle imminent. There'll be a ball up here. Member side centre wing here at Darley Park. Scores level. 23 minutes gone opening term.
Good pressure by both sides on that occasion, not giving an inch. Eels and Archer continue this very interesting ruck battle all afternoon. Eels wins this one down again. Stevens dives in but left it behind. Megan looks side to side and says, I can go backwards towards Wood. He looks in towards the corridor. Risky kick, asking a bit of Goodson here. Gets an unkind bounce. Opportunity for Crofts at the back. And he's got plenty of wheels to run away from Goodson. High kick towards the half-forward region. Pretty vacant. Mabillo attacks in front of Cott on this occasion. Only knocked it as far as Geordie Cott. Wrapped up by Mabillo. And the youngster looks like he's settled himself into this big finals clash there. Two good defensive plays by him in the last couple of minutes. Ball up on the half-forward flank for Melton on the other side of the ground.
Yeah, good confidence there from the youngster after conceding 3 marks on the lead to Kite. He's in the last couple of minutes he's had a mark and attack that and kept the Lions out of trouble. Griffiths out of stoppage, hurried left foot kick. Speak of the devil, Kite going back, taking
well
a nice
done,
mark.
Vallis.
There's Vallis with ball in hand.
Courageous.
25 metres out from the Melton goal. Vallis gets Sunbury out of trouble. The kick spin point to half back. Taken there by Eels, who got it to Megan. Didn't break stride. Right foot kick. Went to the fat side of Goodson. Good spoil by Crofts. Ball at ground level here. Running onto a Duhow. Maximow gets in the way. Crofts.
Oi!
Oh, tackled high by Maximow. Free kick to the Bloods. And they'll get out of trouble through Crofts. And that was the most obvious free kick of the afternoon to date.
Oh, the old-fashioned coat hanger there. You got every bit of them. I guess you got to make them earn them. Markinson up back. Here's Hibbert. Plenty of space in front of him. High footy towards the outer side. Looking for Kite. Big spoil at the top there by Con. Able to really extract there. Well done by Geordie Kite just to hold things up. By letting it go on this occasion. Quick kick coming out there by Wood towards a vacant centre half forward region. Only man there was Archer once again. Gives off to McIntyre. He looks towards the outer side. Jack Walker in some space. Should mark. Walker goes laterally inboard to find Hibbard, who marks. 25 minutes gone. Opening term. High footy over the top. Davis had to sit there and wait. And was lucky that he was chopped and will be paid a free kick, because the kick wasn't overly great to the little man. The number 3 for the Melton Football Club looks up inside 50, looking for Orr. Sheen right with him, unable to mark over the top. Campbell just tries to bust the gut right through the middle, couldn't get free. Ball spills out of play. We'll get a boundary thrown inside 50 for the Bloods. Score still level here at Darley Park.
Near 26 minutes gone, opening term. Bloods will be happy with this. Scores level. Barry did mention, though, the breeze had subsided. That'd be fair to say, but ball carrying further to that town end. There's the throw-in tap over the back there by Orr. Went looking there towards Campbell. It was Stevens, in fact. Conceded some ground with the hand pass. Was okay to McMahon back on the ground. His hurried kick along the ground suggests he might be still a little bit concussed. There's an opportunity there for Hay. His hand pass is interrupted there by Davis, whose kick again forward was hurried, and the mark's been taken there by Sheehan, and the Lions. Sunbury will get out of trouble with Sheehan on the left boot.
Goes towards the outer side, big fly from the side by Berry, continues going one motion, gets his kick away just in time towards the half-forward region. Goodson sliding on hands, and he's not paid the mark, but they will still give it off, run down into the tackle, and the Bloods escape. Taking the advantage there, it was McIntyre towards the outside, mark taken by Archer. Handball to Crofts, though, was horrible, put him under all sorts of pressure, ended up getting back to Archer to keep up his backside. Melton, not clean, but still getting the ball towards half forward. Davis step inside was superb, drilling a ball, low ball. Con got across, not paid the mark, diving in there now, once again, gets through one. Handball was good to Eels. The big man tries to step around a whoopie tackler. Handball just the space and hope. Featon trying to go through. Berry's hand pass was also smothered. Hot footy to be won on the outer side. Not pretty on this occasion. And in the end, a stoppage in between half forward and centre wing. The attacking side of the ground for the Melton Football Club. Score still level here. 27.5 minutes gone.
Never pretty when the pressure is so intense from both these sides, mate.
Arm wrestle of sorts, to say the least, between the arcs in this opening term. 27.5 minutes gone. There's the ball up. Neither ruckman can gain into the ascendancy, but the umpire has. And he's picked out a free kick here, and it's going to go to Archer. He's the dominant big man on the ground at the moment. Right foot kick from the Bloods ruckman. Goes in the Kite direction. Couldn't take the mark. Kempster stood his round in front. Played on with the hand pass. Got it to Bramble. Took a customary bounce. Went running through half back. Gave the ball over to Featon. Want to be quick. Pinged by Campbell from behind. Holding the ball. And the Bloods will get the ball back.
And he goes quickly. Campbell, one bounce to the centre of Darley Park. Pounds one inside 50. Looking for Mark Orr. went quickly, went to the attacking side of the ground and went to the advantage of Mark Orr, who was best on ground last week for the Bloods in their big victory over the Rodan Football Club. Clunked everything that afternoon. Hasn't had the same separation, but gets his first opportunity in front of the big sticks.
They're in a bit of trouble here, Sunbury.
Here goes Mark Orr from 45 out. I can't agree with him more, Todd Whelan. Orr comes in with the kick, starts it right, it's not going to come back there with the breeze. In the end, he's going to fail to register. And Barry Ag, I know you've had plenty to say about Mark Orr's goal kicking in the past. What do you say about that sort of effort?
Well, I mentioned it to him after the game last Saturday. I said, what the hell? You can hit people on the chest repeatedly.
And he obviously hasn't got over it. He might have been watching Jake Edwards yesterday. The big fella finished with 1-5. Bramble will get the Lions out of trouble. Only momentarily, though, as the siren sounds to end the opening quarter here at Darley Park. The second elimination final scores here are locked together. Sunbury at 2-2-14. Same to speak of Melton. 2-2-14, 29-minute opening quarter. Back to you, Sammy.
Yeah, the goal kickers respectively for both sides. For Sunbury, Guthrie and Maximoy on the board. And whilst for the Bloods, Riley Walker and Geordie Kite, the goal kickers from there. We're going to take a break here on BFL Game of the Round on 979 FM and 9.5.
Inside 50s combined with the two sides. 10 to Sunbury, 11 to Melton.
Yeah, very well picked up there by man Ian Smithy Smith from the board. And highlights things as we're just waiting for a few late spectators to get off the field so we can get the second term underway here at Darley Park. Scores level 2 goals, 2 apiece, 14 points in total. A game that's going to be ever so close, we imagine. And it's only going to be a matter of moments to get the second term underway here at Darley Park. Eels and Archer to get things underway. And to get things underway for us in the commentary bus, this is Todd Whelan.
Play underway in the second term of the elimination final here. Neither Ruckman can gain any ascendancy. Quick hands there from Stevens. Got it towards Griffiths. Right foot kick got towards half forward for the Bloods. Coming out. Quick gather there was good from Carter. Got it to Walker. Right foot kick to the teeth of goal. All sets himself. Got it on the second grab, the big fella. What a great start for the Bloods in the opening minute here. 30 seconds into the second term. And Orr will go back and have a shot on goal directly in front. 15 metres out from goal.
Yeah, he shouldn't have any problems from here, Barry Ag, from potting this one through over the big sticks.
No, it's ridiculous that they don't pay those free kicks.
Orr comes in, makes no mistake, and kicks the goal. Opening goal of the second term has gone the way of the Bloods and the way of Mark Orr.
Not taking anything away from the big fella, and I won't use his nickname, but, you know, he just about shoved him out of the ground.
First goal, first minute. Bloods take the
Sounds-
lead by 6 points.
Sounds like we're sitting on the fence with that call from Barry there, Sammy.
I'm just trying to be as unbiased as
Well,
I can as per usual here.
I was just going to say that what you guys didn't think it should have put in.
As is my prerogative, no comment.
Okay, all right.
Opening goal to War in the opening minute for the Bloods. They lead by 6 points.
Well done, Mr. Magic.
Megan out of the middle, goes into the Maximal direction. Got it on the lead, got some separation on Brockwell. And Maximal, the X-Factor forward for the Lions, will go back and have a shot on goal for an opportunity for his second and a chance to level the scores.
Yeah, well, you couldn't ask for a better answer. The clearance there from Megan. Lace out, hits Maximoy at full stride. And you're live for goal number 2 and to level things up once again at Darley Park. Comes in, kick is on its way. Hasn't got a great purchase on it, won't make the distance, falls on the goal line. And in the end, the Bloods do the sensible defensive thing and see it through for a minor score. 2-3, 15 trails, 3 goals to 20 here as the Bloods will ring out through Walker out of the fence.
And here finds Lachlan Walker up against the boundary line. Went to go back to Riley. Decides not to. Favours the left boot. 3-on-2 here in favour of Sunbury. All nearly took the mark. Con grabbed the free ball. Gave it over towards Sheehan. He's hurried left foot. Kick landed in front of Maximal. Opportunity here for a turnover through the Bloods through Walker. Hand pass is okay. Got it over towards Denham. Hurried left foot. Kick gets to the outer half-back flank. But the mark's been cut off there by Berry.
He goes laterally inside towards Con. Takes the mark. Just feeling his way out in the early stages here and goes towards the half-forward region. Was looking for Maximoy. Missed him with the kick and the ball goes out of bounds. But that was a big hit on Maximoy. 2 ex-Cobra teammates and Maximoy and Denham colliding.
No, obviously not a great deal of love lost.
Yeah, between the 2 premiership teammates from 2016. And we'll get a ball in just inside 50 for the Lions.
Throw in, 3 minutes gone. Melton lead by 5 points. Ball at ground level. Heavy tackle applied there on Edwards. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up. 40 metres out from the Sunbury goal. They'll be looking to kick their opening goal of this second term from this inside 50. Hurry kick out of the congestion favours Berry. He's forced to go onto the right foot. Goes into the Maximal direction. His tap was, it was hoping to be clever. It was cut off in the end there by Stevens. Left foot kick gets the Bloods out of trouble momentarily. Beyond the defensive 50. There's Megan again. Back to Berry. Had an opening, excellent opening couple of minutes. Errant kick though from the left footer. Over the line out of bounds on the full. And Carter will bring the ball back into the play for the Bloods.
Hey, well called there, Todd.
So, Edwards been quiet so far today?
Mickey Edwards not having the same spark as usually he would for the Lions as we wait for the ball to return from over the fence. But we've caught a well there, Todd, with Liam Berry on the outside. But the ball's been played for the majority of this game. Just continuing to rack him up. But as has been his problem all season, really, for the Lions, when he gets the footy, sometimes he lets his teammates down with his execution going forward.
Yeah, and Edwards, his game type is ideal for finals footy. Maybe he's just getting used to wearing the short sleeves this afternoon.
Yeah, maybe. Probably Todd once again. Carter to come out of the fence as the ball's finally arrived. High footy towards the outer side. Big pack of players. Big double fisted by Sheen brought to the ground, but Stevens extracts. High footy goes forward. Kite out to meet it. On the second attempt, got the handball away towards Carter. His left foot kick towards the half-forward region is here directed, and as luckily for his Bloods teammates, bounced in the field of play and gone out of bounds. We'll get a ball on the half-forward flank, virtually opposite from our broadcast position on the outside.
The Kite matchups a worry. I speak of the Braden Kite one, but Mobilio, he's won 2 of the 6 contests, but let's hope for Sunbury's sake he can square the ledger. Boundary throw in, clever kick out of that. Congestion was good by Griffiths. Inside 50, but its ball's been cut off and the mark's been taken there by Sheehan.
You're very happy with it?
He'll go back to the defensive side, outer side of the ground, gets plenty on the kick, finds Berry, comes out, takes a nice mark in front of Hickey. Wastes no time as he gets back to feet. Left foot kick's okay. Finds, who we got there, Sammy?
Duo.
Squaring kick to the outer side centre wing was okay. Left foot kick is good here. Sunbury combining well to Bramble. Takes the mark in front of Stevens. Too far out to score. He's just on the attacking side of the centre circle here for the Lions. He's right foot kick went straight into the man on the mark. Clean bowled Edwards. Here's an opportunity for the Bloods through Hickey to get the Bloods out of trouble. Kicks to a vacant half forward line. Ball bouncing end on end. It's going to pull up just inside the boundary line. Mobilio's attack on the footy was sensational. He gathered off balance, got boot to ball, gained about 25 metres for his side. He's kept the Sunbury Lions in it as Bramble ended up with the footy, got it to Hay, conceded some ground with a hand pass to Con. He was hot to trot. Hurried kick intercepted there by Denham, and the Bloods are away now. Left foot kick to the outer half forward line, looking in towards Orr. Spilled free, close up against the boundary line. The umpire says you run out of time and space there, and there'll be a boundary throw in to take place just in front of the digital scoreboard here at Darley Park. Outer side of the ground, half forward here for the Bloods.
6 minutes gone in the second term. 5 points the margin the way of the Bloods, and they're looking to attack once again. Orr takes front position, trying to extract here with Stevens. Couldn't quite get through the big tackle, and we will get another ball up from the outer side of the ground in between half forward and centre wing position.
We've got a Weather Bureau in the bus with us this afternoon. They're tipping rain to come in the second half, Sammy.
No, it's going to blow around, mate. Blow up.
Bramble attacks the footy at the back here, goes towards Con, to Wood. Left foot kick was hurried. High footy be one, probably won't be paid the mark. Oh. Hay slapped out the back towards Con. Diving in there was Featon, taken away by the Bloods. Kite couldn't quite get clean possession away, and the Lions take advantage. Duo looks towards the broadcast side, gives it off to Sheen at half back. He just sends a high footy out in front of Megan, and the X2 Bendigo Gold teammates combined. High ball towards half forward. Goodson presents, unable to mark, keeps it in his own advantage. Left foot kick inside 50. Brennan takes front position, unable to mark. At the forward back here is Maximoy, wrong sided, has to concede at the back towards Goodson. Looks left and right, sends off to the hot spot. Walker from the side, unable to intercept. Now Bramble runs inside 50 and kicks an easy goal, and the Lions take back the lead here through Lockie Bramble at the 7.5 minute mark. 3-3-21 leads, 3 goals to 20.
Goal assist, J.M.
Yeah, but Denham was just dumped to the ground there. He spent a bit of time getting off. Had time to actually remonstrate with the umpire. Where's my free kick? But Bramble, who kept his feet, just ran onto that loose footy and ran into an open goal and converted from 15.
He's their leading goal kicker in 2019, Lockie Bramble, with 21 for the season, which is remarkable as from a midfielder as well. So he just knows how to hit the scoreboard, and it comes up with a big goal here and a big moment. 1 point the difference here 8 minutes gone in the second term. Todd Whelan to get us back underway.
Sunbury in front, tap, give that one to Wheels. Found Con, his loose hand pass. Found Featon, who was hot to trot, dispossessed. Ball at ground level. Davis gathers, kicks the ball towards half forward. Looking there towards Orr. His tackle on Sheehan was legal. Ball spills free. Here's a chance for Geordie Kite. He can't gather. Vala's in pursuit. Letting assistance. There's the big fella there at Archard. His kick across the body goes deep to the goal line. Thumped away by Mobilo over the line, out of bounds. Be a throw in about 8 or 9 metres around from the Melton goal.
Looking to level things up or even take the lead from this attacking play. 25 metres out from a goal. Ball comes back in the field of play. Or wins it down. Taken there by Stevens. Left foot snap. Won't go anywhere in particular. Clearing fist by Hay. Only as far as Griffiths. Left foot kick around the bodies towards the left forward pocket and towards the boundary line. The ball dribbles out of bounds and we'll get a ball in at the 9-minute mark. Barry Ag have Sunbury in this game really much reverse roles with Melton and really starting to take ascendancy. Is that how you see it as well?
Well, they've had far more to play in this quarter than they did in the first quarter. I think that this quarter has started in reverse, the same as the first quarter.
The big fella Orr just grabbed the ball out of the ruck. His hurry kick was smothered. Ball spills free. Here's an opportunity here for Duhow on half back. Clever hair pass over the top. Found Megan, who's had plenty of it. Right foot kick goes to an outside half forward line. And it goes over the line for a boundary throw in.
And to answer your question, Sammy, I don't know whether in the first quarter, as in this quarter, both sides are thinking that with the wind, we don't have to try as hard.
Maybe. We'll get a ball in on centre wing. Eels wins it down. Edwards with the fumble. Went for a second time. Wants a free kick for a high tackle. Umpire says nothing doing. Another stoppage on the outer side. Big tackle applied there by Stevens. 10 minutes gone. Second term. 1 point still the margin here at Darley Park. Archer will get the points on this occasion to Davis. Left foot kick towards half forward. Campbell sees out the back. Attacks it at full velocity to work it forward. Vallis dives in for the Lions. Trying to hold things up at half back and does so.
Bit of swirly breeze around at the moment, but as long as the ball's been caught on the outer side, it's making it difficult for both sides to score.
And difficult for us because it's harder to pick up.
Yeah, virtually the furthest point away from our broadcast position in the bus this afternoon. On the other side, the Lions, Megan, just a little socket to his own advantage, going backwards then dived in and extracted the hand pass off the Bramble, spearing ball down the line. Does it keep in the field of play? It does, and it dribbles out on centre wing. Good little play there to gain 25 metres or so by the Lions. The big names in Megan, Bramble and Connell getting involved in this second term.
Yeah, they'll be happy with the opening 11 minutes. Sunbury in this second term. They lead by 1 point, 21 plays 20. Goal apiece in this second term. Melton with the perceived advantage with the breeze in this second term. There's the throw in. Ball at ground level down. Tackle applied. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. On true centre wing, outer side of the ground. 11 minutes gone, second term. Sunbury 21, lead Melton 20. An arm wrestle of sorts here at Darley Park. Out of the congestion. Eels just with strength. Grabbed it through the ball on the boot. Duhow couldn't grab the ball on the second attempt. Here's an opportunity here for the Bloods. They got to be quick. They managed to get the hand pass away in just the nick of time. Fell into the hands of Denham, who can run away. Outer side, centre wing. Left foot kick penetrating. Got inside 50. Carter leads into the race for the ball. Off hands from Kempster. Does the defensive thing. Finds the safety of the boundary line. And there'll be a throw in 35 metres around from the Melton goal.
Barry Ag.
Just going to say a little bit of inconsistency with the umpires from what they were doing in the first quarter. Letting the players far more latitude this quarter.
Opportunity inside 50 for the Bloods. Kite trying to extract ball in the back there is McMahon. He's wrapped up immediately and a ball up just inside 50. But you just feel as the game intensifies here, boys. The skills getting a little bit more scrappy. The ball's just getting a little bit harder to be on. And the class of some of the gun players out there is really starting to shine a little bit more here prominently at Darley Park. Back underway, Stevens knocks to the advantage there of Griffiths. But somebody with the numbers win out. Megan from fullback. Speaking of class, Mr. Magic goes towards centre half back with a left foot kick, but it was ill-directed. Picked up by Hickey as a flying shot on goal and registers nothing. It's out in the full, and Sunbury will keep the lead of one solitary behind, and Vallis will bring the ball in deep in the fence.
And they can't, neither side can afford to miss easy shots like that.
Plenty at stake this afternoon, as we spoke of. A double chance on the line, or up for grabs for the winner. And it's elimination, as the final suggests, for the loser. Kicking out of the fence is marked there by Con. Normally sure by foot, this one no exception. Lucky not to give away 50 there, or as he Spilberry's mark after it was paid. Right in front of the Melton coach's box. No doubt he'll be receiving some words of encouragement from the Bloods box.
And
Berry goes along the line.
I was going to say light precipitation, but heavy precipitation has descended upon Darley Park.
As Sheen cuts off a Davis ear-directed kick towards half forward. So Jack Sheen, half-back flank on the broadcast side of things. Looks towards the members and sends a high footy. The wind catches it up a little bit. Archer plonks himself in front. Unable to mark, but the big fella followed up nicely towards Griffiths. Give Gator off towards Hibbert. Running out real estate, gets boots the ball down the line. Con backing back with courage, and the ex-VFL is to play it where he marks. Goes inboard, risky kick, double fister by Walker, gains 25 metres inside 50. Guthrie blindside, drops the footy, ball alive inside 50 still for the Bloods. Trying to get out of defence, there was Hay. He was run down. Carter breaks stride, breaks one tackle, breaks two. Flying shot on goals across the face and doesn't register a score.
Good defensive pressure there from Featon to tackle the kicker there, Carter, because he was running into an open goal and just had enough on him to negate that clear shot.
Ian Smith.
I just got some interesting news. Central Highlands League's been called off for 20 minutes due to rain and thunder, guys.
There you go.
And lightning.
Yeah,
Of course, that's the thing, main thing, lightning.
Isn't that a weekly event in the Central Highlands League?
High ball away. Campbell goes to the top of the goal square, punched out the fence there by the Lions towards the boundary line. Geordie Kai keeps in the field of play. No, he doesn't. Runs out of real estate. We'll get a ball in. And, it's going to make my job very easy down at the Ballarat Times when there's another game to report on for me, so that's good. well, with less work, I'm here at Darley Park, so life's great.
Melton in attack. There's the throw-in. Tap one by all. Went to ground level. Plenty of players around the footy. Edwards wanting a free kick. Umpire said no. Megan gathered. Gave the hair pass over the Sunbury defender. His hurry kick out of defence was errant off the side of the boot. And Davis has taken the mark from about 45 to 50 metres out from goal.
And he's a sharpshooter, boys. Mark this one down, Ryan Davis. Doesn't miss.
He's got the breeze and the rain at his back. Light shower. It just seems to have subsided to what it was just a couple of minutes ago.
Yep.
But it does look threatening nonetheless.
So Davis to come in from about 40 metres or so, 45-degree angle, left footer, knows where the big sticks are, knows when the big moments are. This is one of them. Comes in with a kick. So looks pretty good with the boots and just clips the inside of the goal post and levels things up here at Darley Park at the 15.5-minute mark. 3 goals, 3 apiece, 21 if you're playing at home. This will be Todd Whelan to bring us back underway. Scores level here at Darley.
Yeah, very, very close contest here.
There's a blood rule.
Yep. Looks like Featon maybe might be the man, having to come off and receive a little bit of treatment. It looks like he's pointing down towards his leg.
I think if you had to look at all the KPIs, they'd all read pretty even. They've had their fair share of the footy both sides.
Exactly, Todd. And as I said pre-game, I thought it was a toss of the coin. I wasn't as brave as you two guys, but I know I had to wait for you to bring my penny back so I could toss it.
Well, Megan will bring the ball back into play. He'll decide to go members' side, goes short. He's normally good by foot. Finds Berry on the defensive 50. Just inside the boundary line. Goes along the line with a slow weighted kick. Gave Archer every opportunity to get involved in that contest. Height prevailed over Wood there. Poor option there from Berry. You mentioned that earlier there, Sam. Good call. He didn't let you down there. Right foot kick from Archer. Centering kick, top of the goal square. Reading it beautifully there was Valles. And he'll look to switch play, you'd think, to get Sunbury out of trouble.
The ex-VFL was played Frankston. Vallis, his kick went down the middle and it was poor. He's cut off by Liam Carter and he can line up directly in front, kick from about 45, 50 out. And just a poor execution by foot on the exit once again by the Lions. Can the Bloods finally make him pay on the scoreboard? Haven't been able to really do so in this term. Carter comes in pretty much directly in front. Normally pretty good in front of the big sticks, but this is an elimination final, and this kick means so much more for their season, and he starts at left, and it ain't coming back. Minor score. That behind gives him a solitary 1-point lead. 3 goals, 4, 22 to 3 goals, 3, 21 of Sunbury. 7.5 minutes of football here, live at Darley Park.
Goals that are a premium here this afternoon. Right foot kick out of defence. Get beyond the defensive 50. Excellent clearing kick off hands over the line. There'll be a boundary throw in. Be kicking a half away now from the Melton goal. Such was the penetration of that kick in. And the boundary throw will take place right in front of the old pigeon sheds here at Darley Park, adjacent to the timekeeper's box. Throw in. We've got Kempster in order to do the ruck work. Melton lead by a point here. Near 18 minutes gone in this second term of the elimination final. Hurried hand pass out of the congestion. Werner had to be good below the knees. He was. Came back inboard with the hand pass to Bramble. He kept running. Went to Edwards on the bounce. He got a touch of the fumbles. Bramble did his own mopping up there. Went further afield. Kick was evident. Over the line. Out of bounds on the full. And Daniel Walker there just coming a little worse off for wear. Colliding into the boundary fence, keeping an eye on the ball, but
that's it. Tell your players to keep your eye on the footy. Maybe just keep maybe some spatial awareness where the fence was, because he got all fence, all in the rib cage. But he looks okay and takes his kick and goes backwards towards Crofts. Two-time interleague representative goes towards centre half back, finds a big man in Archard, who had Hickey as an option, still has him, and eventually does use him, but the kick bounces at his bootlaces, good enough to take it in one motion. High footy towards the half-forward region. Berry backing back cuts things off. So Liam Berry looks towards the members' centre wing position with the kick. Just pops it in front of the captain and duo. Boundary line not win out though. Kick not pinpoint perfect. Crops thought he kept in the field play. Umpire disagrees. Boundary throw in centre wing on the broadcast side.
Any post-match article about this game this afternoon, I'm sure the phrase arm wrestle would be mentioned to describe this opening half. It's just 1 point separates the two sides. Melton 22, Sunbury 21. There's the throw-in. Tap one there by Archer. Went straight to an unmarked Davis, who then received some attention. His hurried hand pass was meant for open space, but the umpire will come in and effect a ball up. Members side, true centre wing position here. 19 and a half minutes gone, second term. Melton 22 leads Sunbury 21.
Back on the way. Eels just trying to hack it out mid-air. Gets about a metre or so to the advantage of Sunbury. Hibbard just trying to bust his way through. Sockers off the deck now. Benny Archer picks it up. Right foot kicks here directed towards the half-forward region. Wood professionally fumbles it out of bounds as we tick in the time on in the second term.
I thought it was a valiant attempt at marking it.
Yes, shoveled it over the line, and we'll get a ball in on the centre wing of the broadcast side here on BFL Game around 979 FM and 9.5 Apple FM simulcasting this afternoon. Archer down towards Campbell. Campbell was to no one in particular. And there by Griffiths. Out the back with Stevens. Back to Griffiths. Now to McIntyre. Right foot kicks up the outside the boot. Lands onto the roof on the centre wing, and we'll get a ball back in the favour of the Sunbury Lions, who good pressure there. Keeps the ball going in their direction.
Scores were level at quarter time.
Is that
Melton
fellas?
have added 1 goal, 2 for the term. Sunbury 1 goal, 1. Bloods lead by a point. There's the kick to half forward for the Lions. Ball at ground level, sharp by Megan. Left foot kick has been intercepted. His follow-up kick off the ground has found touch, but unfortunately for the Lions, it's out of bounds on the full. And the Bloods, just inside their defensive 50, will bring the ball back into play. Near 21 minutes gone, second term, has appointed it as the Bloods with their noses in front.
Crofts, look, as the jeers from all the Sunbury faithful here, sees his kick down the line, high footy, tough to mark in these conditions. Hay just pounds it forward. Bramble, look away, hand pass inside was brilliant to Berry. He sends one too long to the top of the square. Maxim Lloyd's the man with the sit, and he takes the mark. Just too good at full forward.
Touch of Michael Walters there from Maxim out.
And watch their hands in the back of that one, Barry. Just rested on his opponent and just was too good.
Didn't push him out, did he?
No, just
that's what I'm saying. But anyway,
just couldn't resist getting going, Tyler. Just couldn't resist.
But Berry said, "Up you," I think, Sammy, with that kick.
Comes in, Maximoy. Splits the middle, no problem. Sunbury take back the lead in this topsy-turvy clash here at Darley Park. He's second of the afternoon. 4 goals, 3-27 leads Melton. 3 goals, 4-22 here at Darley Park.
Here's story of the X Factors at bookends. Kites had 2 shots on goal for 2 behinds. Maximouse had 2 at the Sunbury end for 2 goals.
But remember I said yesterday about having the goal flash up on the scoreboard?
Yes.
Did you read that one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Goal, go Devils.
Yeah. Already starting their campaign for 2020, I guess.
3 footy at its best.
Here, of course, at Darley Park this afternoon for the elimination final between Sunbury and Melton. It's the Lions leading by 5 points here. We're back in the centre of the game, 22.5 minutes gone. This is Todd Whelan.
Archer to do the ruck work with Eels. Give that one to Archer. It fell into the hands of Megan. We've said that a few times already this afternoon. Left foot kick to an open half-forward line. McIntyre leads into the race of the ball. Tackled down from behind from Bramble, but Duhow got the loose ball. Over to Berry. Left foot kick across the body. Got inside 50. Shallow entry. Crofts gathered the ball. Taken to the ground by Mitchell. Holding the ball, said the umpire. Berry did the follow-up work. Decided to go with the advantage. Left foot kick to a 2-on-1. Put Brennan under pressure. They'll do well to win this footy, Sunbury. And numbers prevail as they so often do. Left foot kick from Walker to an outside centre wing. Race on in earnest. Gathered there by Wood. He conceded some ground with a hand pass to Kempster. He gave it back over towards Werner. Along the line was an ordinary kicker. Out of the line, out of bounds on the full defensive side of centre wing, out of side of the ground for the Bloods.
Does this shift the momentum back to way of the Bloods? Lateral kick came inside and found Stevens. High footy will just go inside 50. Always the deepest forwards. Reaching over the top though, well positioned himself. There was Jack Sheehan in between 2 or 3 players. Takes a nice grab.
And been waiting for you to say what a great place to put him, Sammy.
There's a Sunbury player down in that marking contest in Mobillo. Sheen goes towards the outside. Valles unable to mark. Put the head down. Walker didn't infringe. Valles, well, I thought we've been lucky to get boots of ball. Umpire says he didn't. Free kick will go the way of the Bloods. Walker takes the kick towards half forward, looking for the lead of Orr, and he marks out in front. 55 from goal. He looks to wheel and deal very quickly towards the full forward position, backing back with courage. A nice intercept mark taken there by Liam Berry. He's just found so much of the footy inside defensive 50. He's got it for the Lions.
He's been very good. He'll go to the outer side of the ground with that preferred left foot to an outer side centre wing contest. Griffiths at the back knocks the ball away from Con. Ball at ground level here. Edwards tackle taken to the ground. The umpire says holding the ball for a record number of holding the balls in a half of footy. Griffiths with the ball. Right foot kick inside 50. Valles couldn't take the mark in front. Ball was hot to trot. Went through his hands. Seeing the ball over the line there was Brennan. Lucky to get away with it in the end. There'll be a boundary throw in 25 metres around from the Melton goal.
Just at the moment, the Lions seem to be cutting off any attack that the Bloods can really muster inside 50. A lot of ear-directed long kicks inside 50 being cut off with ease. Back underway, Bloods looking to get the lead back. Cleared there by Eels. The big fella just sends a big torpedo punt towards the outer side. Bounces on his point and hits towards the boundary line. Archer ain't able to do it to deal with it. Off the deck goes Duo towards the half-forward region. Goodson professionally socks it straight to the boundary line, as deliberate as you like, and as we won't see in 2019, no deliberate out of bounds, as we also see in the AFL and VFL standard, but not here in the BNFL. We're going to ball in the half-forward region for the Sunbury Lions.
Sunbury lead by 5 points, Barry.
That's one of the phantom rules in the book, isn't it, I think?
No, I just don't. I mean, you can't get any more deliberate than what Goodson did there. He just socked it straight to the line.
Boundary throw in, half forward, outer side for Sunbury. Give Valles that tap. He went looking for Megan. Edwards went crashing through, was tackled, taken to the ground, no pride. There'll be a ball up. Half forward, outer side of the ground for Sunbury. A kick against this breeze in this second term that's dropped quite substantially since the clouds have moved in. Looks like there'll be a repeat stoppage here. Umpire, you wouldn't believe it, he's painted another holding the ball decision. This one will go in favour of Sunbury against Stevens.
Mickey Edwards.
And Edwards
finally,
with ball in hand on half forward will take the kick.
Will drive Sunbury into attack, looking for a big high fly. Brennan's the man, and he clunks it on his chest.
pushed into it.
Carter too worried about the man and not worried about the drop zone.
Yep.
Brennan had front position and he clunks inside 50.
Yeah, he was very lucky to end up with that footy, actually. He didn't even have to fly in the end. He was, as Barry Agg said, he was just nudged into the right spot and he was just able to mark it on the chest. He looks more surprised than anyone.
Had one side on the other end of the ground and missed it to the right. How are we on this occasion? Brennan comes in. Gone by. Doesn't move.
That's a much, much needed goal for Sunbury. Even though they're leading, they've now extended it to 33. And the clouds are coming here at Darling Park. And they've opened up an 11-point lead just before the main break as we approach the 27-minute mark of this second term. Sunbury 5-3-33, lead Melton 3-4-22. The goal scorers for Sunbury, Maximow has 2, one each to Lockie Bramble, Ben Guthrie and Lee Brennan, while singles for Melton, Riley Walker, Mark Orr and Geordie Kite.
And while we're waiting, the weather forecast on our trusty technical mind's phone says it will probably just, any rain will probably blow around us.
Denham goes towards half forward, trying to come out to me. There was Carter gets down low, shovels in a hand pass, attacking her ferocity. There was Wood, trying to knock it towards the boundary line. With him is Davis. Ball between him and the boundary line. And in the end, the umpire says, give it to me, I'll throw things up. 27.5 minutes gone. BFL game with around 979 FM and simulcasting this afternoon at 9.5 Apple FM. Archer and Eels continue the battle on front of the members. Double fisted there by Archer, only as far as gets through Berry. Kick was smothered, but only went as far as Wood. He pounds a kick towards the half-forward region. Goodson takes front position, not paid the mark on the third attempt. Shoveled out the hand pass there was Duo to Mitchell. Spearing ball inside 50. Maximoy Woodson at the back. That's where he gets it. Opportunity for Jaron Maximoy. Spins on a dime. Handball across there to Megan. Clever little short kick. We'll find Trent Steed inside 50. Lower the eyes nicely as it gets very, very dark here at Darley Park. And a big kick coming up here for Trent Steed on a 45-degree angle, 35 metres out.
Excellent teamwork by the Sunbury side.
And just so professional and smart by Megan. You know, could have blazed away so easily there, but just lowered the eyes and found the loose man inside 50. Steed will come in. Big kick just as we approach half-time here. 28.5 minutes gone. His kick is on its way. It's across the face of goal. And a minus score. Sunbury 5-4-34 lead Melton 3-4-22 here at Darley Park.
So Walker to bring the ball back into the play for the Bloods. He'll come members side of the ground. Dark clouds now overhead, very prominent. Goes in the all direction. Going back with courage there was Valles. Took a mark right in front of Campbell. Played on. Right foot kick. Inside 50. Brennan the target. Ball punched away. Oh, Berry with courage was going to ground. Nearly got picked up by his own man. Loose ball get here from Duhat. Went over the top to Stead. Ball intercepted there by Denham. He was quite happy to see it through for a rush behind. The Bloods under the pump here at Darley Park. 29 minutes gone, second term. They trail by 13 points.
And an escape maybe there for the Bloods as the precipitation starts to fall here at Darley Park. Walker from fullback looks to go pretty much down the middle with the kick, but once again Valles gets in there with the fist. Ball spills out the back on this occasion. Okada trying to keep the ball moving forward for the Bloods. Picked up there by Featon. Wobbly kick towards half forward, sits on the head of Berry. Got some attention but was strong overhead. Took the mark. What a very fine game he is playing. Out towards the half forward region. Look at the Breeze. Catch that one. Sits up. Mark taken there by Goodson. Sunbury doing all the attacking against the Breeze in the late stages here. Thumping kick towards the top of the goal square. He was by himself. Found space where he really shouldn't have. 25 metres out directly in front. Takes the mark as it is absolutely bucketing down, as Barry Ake just said moments ago. This was going to miss us, was it, Baz?
Well,
I think it's got all of us.
According to the charter, was going to swing, just get little bits of it right on the edge.
As we've gone 30 minutes here in the second term. Spectators taking coverage here in front of the bus. As Eels, with a big kick, comes in, keeps it low, misses to the left. Crunch shot on goal, and in this torrential rain, you can kind of understand how it was hard for the big fella to find a perfect ball drop.
Well, you can understand now why they called it off to the Central Highlands. These players need to be wearing helmets.
Well, yep.
High footy from Walker towards the outer side. Hits up towards the wing. Kite trying to get there first. Goes out on centre wing. As it is torrential conditions here at Darley Park. Never seen anything like it at a game of football.
While we're waiting for the... Well, yes, we have, Sam.
Well, yes, but...
Cyclonic conditions here.
But, yeah, just got a message from Jackie Medcraft.
I did call you back. Kick it. Run on! Oh, go for it. Whoa.
say this is a good. Good pressure. Whoa.
What on? Doesn't want it? Yeah! Oh, you're kidding! Get hold of me!
Go boys. Look at you. I thought he just got done.
Oh, that didn't like. I watched him kick and follow the ball and I didn't even know he did.
Yeah, that's why they got a free kick. We thought it was getting cold.
push it there. Look at them now.
Number two still run through the middle. Still there. Get to him.
I thought we'd come back to like the last minute.
I think that's in